guys, welcome back to my channel. Francis here with KJS Outlet. And today I decided to take you guys on a journey of my many different small business that led me to what I do now. And make sure you stick to the end because for my wonderful viewers, I have a surprise somewhere in the video, but you have to watch it all to get the surprise because I'm not going to tell you where it's at. So you know what? Let's just get started. So again, guys, my name is Francis, and like we said, I'm going to talk to you guys and just take you on a little journey of the different odd jobs I've done, the different things I've done, the different businesses I had, and show some nice pictures that's going to pop up on the screen when I'm talking about it, and just show you what led up to the business I have now. All right, so why I started a small business? Well, I about how old is my son? 17. So about 15 years ago, I was diagnosed with lupus. At the time, I had a full-time job. I have an associate's degree. I was working in the field of my associate's degree, and then I ended up getting lupus. I almost passed away twice. So I ended up being on disability because the judge deemed me unreliable to work, which, as I am my own boss now, that is so true. But so, at the time I had 2 children, I was engaged to be married, and just having no income because I was sick at the time. I went for a time period with no income, then I ended up getting approved for disability. And that is not enough to take care of a family. So I figured I would start these different small businesses or different, odd jobs to try to support my family. I did anything from printing to braiding hair and all that, doing hair and just so many different things. I actually went to school to do hair. I got the hours, but never went and got my state board. So that was just something I always wanted to do hair when I was younger. And I actually did hair. I did some braiding. I did perms. I did weaves. I just did all different types of things. My specialty was braids. So I did that for a while, but my hands got bad. I couldn't do that anymore. Yeah, just standing there was just too much work. So then I decided, you know what? How about food? I am a foodie. I love food. When I was younger, I used to love to bake. My mom is from Alabama, and so I was raised making comfort food, soul food that's good for your soul. But I wanted to do more, so I just watched the Food Network, and I learned how to do all these different recipes, and so I just learned to cook. And then I started doing baked goods. So as you can see from the pictures that's popping up, I dabbled in a lot of things. I sold dinners, I sold desserts, I just had just an array of things I used to do. I did the desserts for a while, the cookies, the desserts, and that was a big hit. But again, and the dinners was a big hit. My gumbos was a big hit. But again, standing in the kitchen in the heat, it was just too much for my body and for my illness. So then, as you can see behind me, this way, I end up teaching myself how to crochet. Um, that was a dark time in my life because I was going through a divorce, and it was not the best. And my first anniversary alone, a good friend of mine, her husband had me and the children over, and because they did not want me to be alone on that day, and she crocheted. So I said, hey, teach me how to crochet, girl. Teach me how to crochet. And she was like, I can't teach you, just watch YouTube. So as you can see from some of the pictures, it was a struggle. Like the one picture that my mom thought it was ribs, but it was like me learning how to crochet. So I went to YouTube, taught myself how to crochet. And as you can see from the pictures that's popping up, I made so many different things. My name was Just Crochet A to Z. And that was because I didn't want to stick to one thing. I wanted to crochet whatever popped up in my head because I get bored easily. So I just wanted to crochet whatever popped up in my head. So I did hats, scarves. This camera messing me up, y'all. Dowels, slippers, so many different things I crocheted. The problem with that was it's time consuming. Yes, the items are like the material, the yarn and stuff. It's not that expensive, but it's very time consuming, and people did not want to pay my worth, and I did not want to lower my prices. So I had to stop my crochet business, and that was on Etsy. And some people have, supported that, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I had an Etsy shop. I did wigs for a while with the crochet. it didn't sell. It did not sell because, like I said, people don't want to pay the value in it. People don't want to pay the worth in it. So I was just like, you know what? I can't do crochet. I don't know what to do. It was discouraging. So now it's just me and I can always say 4 kids. I guess I count myself as a kid. Me, 3 kids, and I'm like, Social Security is really not helping. What can I do? So the pandemic hit. I closed out my business, I think, right after the pandemic. I can't say pandemic. Not too long after pandemic. But then I decided to something else, and I kept hearing about sublimation, sublimation. I kept seeing videos on it. I wanted it so bad. The printers cost so much. The ink is a special ink. It's a special printer. I could not get that on my income and still make sure the bills was paid. So I feel like the good thing of the pandemic that allowed me to invest in myself. And then I also ended up being a contact tracer for a while, which was awesome because I was able to work from home. Even I had some bad days on that, but that's a whole nother video. So I decided to invest in sublimation. And then as you can see behind me, I got the Cricut. On this side of me, if I can learn how to move, that's the sublimation machine behind me. So I decided to get sublimation to go. And when I tell you, oh, before I get into sublimation, crochet was really, if people would have paid the price or wanted or seen the worth in my work, that would have been an awesome small business for me because I can crochet anywhere. I can crochet from bed. I can crochet at the doctor office. I can crochet at the park. I can crochet sitting down with my feet up. It did not take too much energy for me to crochet, so that would have been a perfect job for me, and it helped with the arthritis in my hands. It just would have been good for me. But like I said, so I still crochet on the side. Like, I just finished this doll. She's actually going to a store. I have I have some items in a store up here in Buffalo called Shopcraft. If you're in the Buffalo area, check them out. It's really nice there. They sell everything that's handmade by Buffalo artists. So make sure you check them out. Shopcraft. I will put their information down in the comments below. So she is actually going to Shopcraft to find. So I still crochet. Like, I would only do dolls to sell in that store if they can find a forever home. I don't do any orders for people anymore because, like I said, people didn't want to pay, and I just don't stock them unless they go into the store. So back to sublimation, that is my love now. So as you can see from the pictures popping up, I really taught by watching different YouTube videos and by joining different Facebook groups and just following the craft. I taught myself how to sublimate. And as you can see from the pictures popping up, I do mugs. I do oh my goodness, let me think, earrings. Earrings is one of my big sellers. My mugs sold for a while. I can do business cards, socks, anything that can be sublimated, because sublimation, the process of sublimation, I will do another video about that to go into greater detail, but it's just taking ink. You taking ink from, you taking special ink from special paper, you using heat to transfer it from a gas back into a solid on the material that can absorb it. So for example, it's earrings like this that's coated in special material that can take the sublimation. Like my shirt right here, this is sublimated, but it got to be like a high count of polyester. So this is 65% polyester. And the rest, I'm bad at math, so whatever else left over, that's cotton. So that was a big hit because I can customize stuff, and much like crochet, I can do it. I don't have to stand up. I don't, I can design it on my computer, print it out, and then apply it to whatever I need. And this crochet was like the best job because I could do it from anywhere. I can't necessarily do sublimation from anywhere, but the designing part I can pretty much do from anywhere. And but then like applying the heat and stuff, of course I can't do that from anywhere. So that's what I do now. And I sold my sublimation on Etsy. It did good for a while, but I just was ready to branch out. So now I'm on Shopify, which is a super easy, user-friendly website. I'm in the process of learning how to do e-commerce and digital marketing, And what I'm learning, Shopify already have it integrated into their website. And I am not getting paid. I am not sponsored by Shopify, but I just really appreciate their work. And if I appreciate and I love a product, I'm just going to talk about it, whether I'm getting paid for it or not. You don't have to pay me to talk about something I love or that I really enjoy. So with Shopify, all that stuff is integrated into their website. So if you do learn about it, it makes using it much more rewarding. It helps you to understand what you're doing, what metrics they use, how they put your stuff out there, how to do different emails. So if you ever think about if you with Etsy and you want to change, I would suggest Shopify. Um, if you thinking about getting the e-commerce store and you don't know where to go, I would suggest Shopify. It's really easy. You don't need to know how to program. You don't need to know how to advertise. You don't need to know anything about the e-commerce store. Shopify take care of all of that. Guys, so make sure you check out my website. That's down in the description below. So yeah, that's why I decided to start a small. Like you've seen, I've done many things. I've done braiding, I've done food, I do crochet, and I settled on handmade gifts, handmade items, mainly using sublimation. But sometimes I use my Cricut. Sometimes I just use whatever I have on hand, whatever I feel like making. That's why it's KJS Outlet, because outlet just makes me think of, you go to an outlet, you can find anything, right? It's not just one thing. And so that's with me. There's gifts for everyone on my website. Gifts for anyone, any time of the year. I'm guarantee you will find something for someone if you're looking for a gift. So make sure you check me out. A lot of people ask me, what does KJS stand for? So I was gonna say that for another video, but KJS is my children's name, Kyra, Jeremiah, and Shami, and they're my inspiration for doing things. Along with KJS Outlet, I decided to do this YouTube channel because during the pandemic, I met a lot of talented people that only advertise on social media. And there's a lot of people out there. Like, I know I have a lot of friends who say, Francis, I didn't know you had a small business. And that's because I really don't talk about it much unless someone asks me, hey girl, what you do? And so I decided to do YouTube to help my friends, a lot of my friends, my dear friends, to have another avenue to support, to promote their business. If you get a chance, at the end of this video, you will be able to look at that playlist. It's called Small Business Chat with KJS. My business, I am a single mom, a maker, a creator, and I support other small businesses. So that's me. That's what you will get on this channel. You will see things with my family. You will see things with me supporting other small businesses, and you will also see KJS products. So yeah, that's me. Okay, guys. So that's it. That's my journey on why I decided to start a small business to where I'm at now with KJS Outlet, why I make what I make, where I sell it at. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can stay up to date on everything I do. Thanks again for watching. Bye.